Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio and happy Friday. Boy, can you believe it? Another week is gone. Oh, it was a busy week this week. I don't know about you. Not real successful, but busy. Anyway, I want to welcome all of you to my studio. I hope you're all well. How is everybody? Good, I hope. Today we're doing Roxy's weekly challenge from last week, which is number 7. And I'm going to make the slim document holders. Now, I know you've probably seen everybody making theirs, but I haven't done mine. And I wanted to do them, so I turned on the camera. I started working on them, and I thought, well, they might have some fun just hanging out with me and watching me make this. They're going to be half the size of the regular document folders that we did. Hold on a minute and I'll grab, oh dear, what did I do with last week's? Well, I'll find one. This is the size we did last week. We're going to do half sizes this week, and they're going to be tied differently. They have a different closure than the brads. This was the full size that we did. And if you remember, they're folded down. And they have all the goodies and all that goodness in them, right? So we're going to do the same thing, but we're doing a little bit different tie on it. At the top, a different kind of closure and half the size. So I think these will be great for smaller journals or something you want to stick in a pocket, because that's quite big. I think it works well with what I'm doing, but I think it'd be fun to have another size. So we're going to stack the stash. And Stack the Stash was created by Diane and Lindy. And they have a cool, they do a live on Friday nights. So on YouTube. And I'm not really sure. Let me see. Of course, it's on my phone where I have their channel. I don't think it's on my, let me see if it's on my iPad. I'm looking to see if it might have populated over there. Because I took a screenshot of their channel. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I have this iPad locked down so it doesn't share, because otherwise I end up with too many photos on my iPads. Anyway, alrighty. But anyhow, they created with the Stack the Stash, and so that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm stacking the stash and creating some things. So what I did is I took a full document or page. You can use whatever you want. It could be a magazine page. It can be, you know, scrapbooking or whatever. This is a digital. And I ripped it in half, and then I folded down the top about 1.5 inches, because you want a better fold on these, a little bit more fold than our other ones. I should just leave that out because we may have to compare at some point, because I think last time we only did 1 inch. So 1.5 inches for this. And so I printed on both sides, but I saw Edith over at Scrapbooking with Me, and she didn't have any that were printed on both sides. She just had them plain. So she just folded it in half. How brilliant is that? Because you get a much thicker, more substantial paper. Of course, I've already printed on the backs of all mine because I didn't know about this. Had I known, I would not have printed on the backs. I put documents on the backs of all of my my digital papers I wanted to use, but you can just glue it, fold it in half, and then fold it down, and you get a much more substantial page. So how brilliant is that? I wish I would have thought to do that. That would have saved me a whole lot of ink. So for future reference, if I want to make any more of these, I'm definitely going to do it that way. I think it's going to be so much easier, right? So I'm just gonna put some glue on here. Get it all glued up. Got it on my hands here. Let me get this going. All right, let's see. And let's see, we're going to need a glue card just for this, just to make sure it's good and glued down. And I'm going to take that off so I don't get glue on everything. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to fold it down about, this one is about 1.25 inches, I think. Let me grab my little, yeah, a little over 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, okay? So we have half the width of before. These are all cut and ready to go. Now this one, this was at Rachel's suggestion to glue something on the back side to get more substantial, which I'd already done that prior to seeing this video. So, because you can write on the back side of it, which that makes it really cool as well. So I am going to, I bet you I can't rip this with my ruler without probably separating the layers. Let's see if I can use my ruler, maybe. I bet you you know what, I'm probably just going to cut it with scissors because then I don't have to worry about, I have a stack of papers here to use. I think this is a good way to do it. So how are all of you? Everybody good? Everybody healthy? My gosh, I don't know about you guys, but we're having the craziest weather in California. We've had snow, hail. We don't get snow in California, but boy, are we getting it. We are getting it on low levels. Our foothills here, we're just right around sea level or just above. So we are getting some craziness. I am going to ink. You know how I am about that. So we will ink some of these pieces. That'll take care of any white, edges that maybe we don't want. How are you guys? Is your weather crazy? I know some of you are getting who told me? They live in, is it Michigan? And they've got snow and ice storms, and it's like 22 below, and Montana's cold, and oh my goodness, they're expecting some major weather. Everybody, it's just weird. We all had, even in Canada, they had the weirdest false spring, and now we're all getting snow. It's like, what the heck, or rain, or whatever your winter is. Now we all had fall spring, and now we're all getting winter again. Confusing the plants, that's for sure. Which is going to cause a lot of damage to the fruit crops here in California, especially. We cannot have that. Okay, so we've turned that down. And this one, boy, I did a bad job at cutting that. I'm going to see if I can fix that. Not that I'm doing any better cutting it, but I want to get rid of that little lip that I had there from folding it. All right. That wasn't fabulous, but it's all right. This is vintage paper, so, it's all good. Anything we do to it is just going to be a little extra aging, right? It's already vintage. I don't think we can hurt it in any way, shape, or form. I thought I heard something that wasn't glued. Yep, I knew it. I thought I used a different glue. I didn't think I used glue stick on this, but maybe I did. I forgot. This cold weather, my glue stick is not working that great. Honestly, it's fabulous in the summer, but the winter, not so much. This one has a bulge on the side. Oh my goodness. Okay, so all right, we have that and that and that, and let's put a little ink on this side. We're just barely getting the edges. I'm not too worried about it. Not trying to restart the aging process here. Okay, and we'll turn this down. Okay, so I've quite a few in the same pattern, and that's okay. I don't mind that because I really like that's my favorite. And then we've got some of these. Then I have all of, oh, there's another one of those. I don't even know if I want to do that one or if I want to do like one of these other ones. What do I have here? Well, I don't need another one of those. I've got plenty of those. This one's pretty neutral. Do I have this one yet? No. But it's a lot of blue. And I don't use a lot of blue, but I consider that pretty neutral over there. I can do, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, how can we have an odd number? We can't have an odd number. There's 2. Oh, we can, because this one's a fold over. Okay, so this one, let's... I think if we do that, we should be able to just, hopefully, I don't even need the ruler maybe. We'll see if I get lucky. There we go. Yay. Alrighty, that's pretty cool on the back, right? Use some old documents, digital documents that I had. Now, you can flip your corners if you want. I don't remember if on my others, did I clip my corners? Yeah, I did. Top and bottom. Okay. And I liked that look, I remember. So, maybe on a couple of these we could do that. We don't have to do it on all of them. Oh, dear. I don't like that big clip. That one doesn't work worth darn. I prefer the 1/4 inch on this one. I like my other one, my other punch for corners. Not so much this one. I don't think this one very well. I really like the way this feels when it's folded over. It has a really cool feel. So that might be the way to do it, guys. It really might be the way to do it. So I am gonna just do the corners. You know how I don't like those sharp corners. You knew what I was gonna say before I said it, and you're probably waiting for me to say it. Okay. Well, for those of you who maybe didn't see the video, I got my ballet journal done. It's done. There is a full flip through of it for those of you who are interested. I know not everybody's interested in that. But even if you're not into ballet, you might want to see how I did it or what I did, you know. So I'm pretty proud of it. I like the way it came out. I'm pretty happy with it. At some point, you just have to call it quits. I mean, I worked on it for weeks, and it's just like, okay, I have to just stop. I could keep working on this forever. I could keep going and going and going, and I thought, oh, no, I need to stop. Okay, so those 2 are done. And that one's done. Yeah, this one's done. And these aren't done. I'll try to do the ones that we have folded, right? And then let's decorate some, because I think that's a big... My goodness, this did not glue real well, did it? I thought I did this with my other glue, but maybe I didn't. Whatever, I did a very poor job gluing this down. Goodness gracious. I don't think I pushed real hard on it. I figured it's Friday. I didn't want to work real hard today. Next week, I'll be working on one of my journals. I'm not sure which one it'll be, but we will be working on one of the journals that I started before the ballet journal got going. So I'm definitely going to want to get back to, I was working on the one with Ruby and Pearl, that real pretty skinny slim journal. It's either going to be that one, or it's going to be my new, let me show you. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. It's either going to be my chapter 1, tall skinny journal, or it's going to be, work on the stuff for that. Or we're going to be working on finishing up this little beauty. So I'm not sure which one. I gotta check this one out and see what I haven't done. What do I have to do? How much I need to go through my ephemera boxes and see if I have ephemera for it and see if there's anything I need to do to it for the ephemera. So that's something I've got to do. So one of those two journals we're going to be working on next week. I'm just not sure which one. Okay. So we'll be back to regularly scheduled programming. Gosh, come on. This paper did not glue worth a darn. I'm so shocked. And I actually thought I used my Fabri-Tac on this, but I guess I didn't. I must have just glued it on with glue stick. Well, I did a terrible job. However, all right. That one's done. This one needs to be rounded. Hopefully you're crafting along with me, because this is so easy. Just grab any sheet of paper, and then you just put all your excess junk papers or anything you have extra laying around, packs of paper, telephone books, whatever. Boy, look at this. I did a terrible, terrible, terrible job. It was just before lunch, and I just finished a video, and I was probably in a hurry to go get my lunch. And just slapped some glue on there and didn't pay attention to what in the world I was doing. I literally like see no glue on there. Boy, did I do this without my glasses? I must have. Shoot. So I'll probably have stories for you next week if you want to still hear some more. Childhood's a long time. Maybe a bit about how Mr. Greg and I mean, I know I've told some of the story about us getting together and how we met, but not everybody knows it. So it's kind of a fun story. And it kind of ties into my story about my girlfriend and I, Kim, and our 10-speed. So maybe we'll pick up where we left off next week. You know what I'm going to do? If I can get these corners to line up, I'm going to try to do two at once. Well, yeah, let me get the corners. Because if they're not lined up, they're going to be off. They're not going to be sharp like I want. There we go. Let me get this one. Hopefully you guys can see okay. And hopefully you're not seeing me. Oh, I hope not. I'm a horrible hot mess. I woke up at 5 a.m. or, yeah, 4:45 with a killer migraine. And I knew I was going to get one. I'd worked really hard the last few days. And when I do what I call heads down work, where I am just working nonstop with my head down all day, my neck will go into spasms and I'll get migraines. And so my head was down all day yesterday working on my journal, and was not surprised when I rolled over and that thing just slammed into me right up the back of my neck. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. It's from a car accident I had when my kids and I, let's see, were we living here in town? Yeah, we were fairly new where we live here. We'd only been here a couple years maybe, or maybe even just that year. And I was stopped at a stop sign to let some kids cross the street. And the guy behind me just never even hit his brakes and plowed right into me and the kids. I drove straight over to the doctor's office. He checked me out. And I had whiplash and muscle strain. And oh my goodness, it had messed up my back oil. So I saw a chiropractor for many years until he decided to leave town, go to the big city instead of little Hollister where we are. So, you know, there went my chiropractor, and then my backup chiropractor stopped practicing as well. So it was like, oh my gosh, trying to keep one around here is ridiculous in a small town. So no chiropractor right now. So I'm suffering with those darn migraines again. Alrighty, now I have a pile of papers to go into these. So what I'm thinking is, let me put some of this glue away because we shouldn't, I mean, we may use the ink, but we shouldn't need some of this mess. I am gonna have this pile of stuff over here. I'm gonna take this off my desk, put it behind me. All right, so what I want to do is I have like all these checks and things. I have some botanicals. These are what I want to put into the books. I mean, the things. I have some book page. Oh, here's some more of these little goodies. These are all from Rachel at Roxy Creation, and I think, is this one? Yep, might be too. I don't think it's, I'm not sure who that one's from. Then I have some just old documents hanging around. I have some tracing paper, some vintage ledger paper, music paper, and some coffee dyed paper. So this should go relatively quick, right? And let me grab my little clips. These are my Wonder Clips. I love these things. And we will use those to clip everything together. All right, so let me see. Why don't we start with that one we folded over? And I think in the very back page, what do I want? I think I would want to put, okay, now that is wider. Now you have to decide if you want stuff hanging out or not. Darn, I was hoping that wasn't going to be too wide. Let me see if everything's going to be too wide or if it's just going to be, I think it's just going to be that. All right, what I might do is go back and cut those down and add them later. I don't know, or not at all, or put them on there. And then, yeah, I can cut them off later, right? Can I? Maybe. All right. Boy, I didn't do a good job on any of these. Maybe I won't use them. All right, so let's start. There's our first one. I'm going to push that off to one side. Then we have some music paper, and this is just paper that is from, don't I have more? Yeah, thought so. This is tracing paper. I bought some on Amazon. Very thin. Put that on there. And then I think we could put on one of these annual document summary thingies. And let's see, we've got all three. Whoops, let's not put that over anything, right? Because then we can't see. Can you guys see? Let me see what you're seeing. I need to move some of this up. Yes. I know I'm going to want one of these on the top page, but I'm going to also want maybe one of these. This is from one of Rachel's kits. Very cool, right? I do want to age the edges of this, though. That's something I absolutely want to do. I did as much pre-cutting as I possibly could tolerate. You know how much I love doing that. And that's a canceled check, so I'm going to put that underneath that. No, I think we're going to put that on top. And let's see, I think I've got everything except for some kind of a book page. So what does this one have on the outside? This is a blue one, right? So I think I'm going to put this little page here. What do you think, guys? I kind of like to put them by size and color, so I think we'll do it. No, then you don't see it at all. I don't mind that book page being hidden, so I think we'll do it this way. We want everything in the middle, remember, so we can get our... So anything I have to cut off, I think I'd like to cut off on this side here. You know, I can go back and trim it off, okay? So I'm going to do it this way. And we'll put a clip on it for now. And then we'll figure out where to, we'll go back and we'll punch them all because we're going to do these kind of mask making style. All right, I don't know where to put this. Where am I going to put it? Okay, over there. So we have another one here. Let's do that one. Now, this one already has this in it, so I may not want to use it, right? So we're going to put that in there. I'm not going to necessarily put them in all exactly the same way every time. So I think what I'll do is I'll put this one in here. And then I'll put that one there. And then I'll add one of these. I love having that in there. Feels like a real document. Okay. And we want to have a book page. And these are all Italian book pages I get from Rachel at Roxy Creations. I ordered a bunch of stuff from her. I'm waiting for it to come. I kind of like, let's see what color's on this. Yeah, I love this document. Isn't that pretty? And then, what do I have in my book, my pretty pages? I thought I put some more. Oh, there we go. Do I have anything with pink? I don't think we do. They're all just kind of greens. I'm going to put this one in there. Put everything on that right side except for these two in the middle. All right, so if I go to trim this side, I'm not losing anything precious. These small ones are pretty, oh, cute. Now, where did I put that other one? Oh, next to me. All right. I've got two of them done. You know what, guys? I forgot to see what time it was when we started. Oh, we're already a half hour in. Are you kidding me? All right. Boy, that's a bummer. Okay. Let's do this one. I pre-cut as much as I could. I will fold them all up. You know how that is. You saw me do that before. Okay. And then I'll trim that one side with my bigger trimmer. Put that in there. And then, what am I missing? Oh, where's my music paper? Oh, here we go. I don't know, did I put music paper in that other one? I wonder, I don't even remember. Boy, shows you my brain is not functioning. Okay, and then we want some book page. And we want some kind of a little check or document or something in there. If we put that in there. Okay, I think we got a little bit of everything in there. I mean, yeah. If there were precious documents that I was going to be cutting, I think I would, you know, just fold them. And I may fold the pieces. I'm not sure. Let's do this one. Okay, I don't want that in the bottom. Let's get one of these down there. I won't be putting one of those in there because I've already got one in there, so I don't need it. Let's see, how am I doing on my tissue paper? I ended up ripping this tissue paper, so I may or may not use it anymore. I don't know if I have any more sheets. Oh, there's one more. Oh no, 2. Yeah, I did a bad ripping job with the ruler. All right, so we have all of those. And then what else do we want to put in there? We need another book page. And it fits right in there. Oh, I love that little bit that's all crunchy on the side. I want to leave that in there because I think that looks fabulous. And I was going to put this in there. And this is a blue check. We haven't used one of these yet. Let me get a little ink for this. I don't think I did it on the other one. I may have to go back and do that. Because I just ripped these with a ruler. Make them look old, you know. And I printed them on the parchment printer paper, resume paper. So it always makes them look old and yummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty good. Plus you have the page on the back, so you're good to go on that. Now, if I want to do, how many have we got here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy, I'm sure not counting well these days. Oh, which one should we do now? Yeah, this is very neutral. So it could be used in, really, either one of these could be used in any journal, really. I like that with that. Again, we need to do quick little ink there. So when you add these to your journals, people get some wonderful little bits and pieces to play with and to use in their journal, or any journal, or to put into another journal. I mean, it doesn't just have to be this journal that it goes in. All right, we have that and that, and we want to put this in there. This paper is so interesting, don't you think? Okay, and we have this. And we have this, and we have one of these papers. These were just from some old financial books or something. They've got a really cool light paper that I thought was fun to play with, so I thought we could put that in there. Even if you don't use it, it's just fun. You know, it's just fun. So we did some of that. We did some of that. We need a book page, and I only have big ones left now. Those are my smallest ones. I'm thinking that more than likely I want to fold this over so I don't have to cut it, because it's a bit bigger than the other. The only thing, what am I missing? I got every, oh, except for this. Okay, so now these are huge, as you can see. So the question is, do I cut them in half and make them small, or do I fold them? I think folding them is going to be too hard because they're too big. These are Edith Holden. I think they'll rip fairly easily, I'm hoping. In a good way, right? Not in a bad way. Might as well give it a little age all the way around, right? That's long, so it's fun. I don't know how well it'll fold, though, so we'll have to see when we get going on this if it's going to fold well or not. Actually, that's kind of cool if we just kind of tuck that into the book page. I like that. That's a really pretty one. I'm really happy with this one. This one's exciting. These have a really tight spring on them, so nothing's going anywhere. You know what I mean? Now, what I'll have to do is I'm going to have to fold up papers so that I can fold them up, but I want to do the tops first. So why don't we just start with these? I can definitely work on the rest of these off camera and show you what they look like later. Let me grab my pile of stuff. So I've still got plenty of stuff here to play with. So I can see I'll be making more when I turn off the video. And I won't stop until they are all done. Because, I mean, look at how many of these I cut. Oh, wait. Did that last one have one? Yeah. But I see some stuff. Just want to get that white core off. Well, that was talented. Can I do anything else exciting? I don't know. Can I? Okay, that one's inked. Hold on a minute. Okay, I got it. Well, what are you guys up to this weekend? Anybody have any great plans? I don't know. Every time I plan my weekend, something happens. So I don't think I'm going to plan my weekend because I really need to unpack my library and my guest room. But you know what? I also have to put away my Valentine goodies because I had the kitchen island and the coffee bar all set up really cute. Well, we made it a cocoa bar and a cocoa coffee bar, and I decorated for each holiday, so it's all decorated for Valentine's Day. So now I got to do the Easter thing. But I have to get my Easter box over here and take my Valentine box back over to storage and get my Easter box. So got that to do. So nothing, we're not going anywhere exciting or doing anything exciting, just that kind of stuff, you know. Let me put that out of the way. I'm going to move those off my table. And I don't think I need that. And I think we're good here. So now we need to punch a hole and put our string through and tie it and fold and maybe do a little cutting, you know. Oh, so the question is, what do we want to do here? I am thinking that I'm going to fold this over because I don't want to cut that down. Yeah, I definitely don't want to cut it down. The only thing I might cut down would be, the only thing that's too big is this right here. So if I don't want to cut, which I'm not really in the mood to do, let's just fold it. Let's just fold it. Then I don't have to cut. I don't mind the extra folding bit. I feel like it adds something, a little something to everything. So I'm just kind of like centering that. I think that's the only kind of tricky part, is getting things lined up the way you want them lined up, you know? There's still stuff that's sticking out, huh? Well, why don't I just center it? I don't really care. I think it's just cool to have like kind of a semi-cover on these, you know what I mean? I like that. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go like this. Now, Rachel, she put some of hers in the middle and some off to the side. So the question is, where do I want to put mine? So I am And you don't want to go too far in because you want to be able to tuck the other bit. So I'm just going to sort of put it in the middle, right? And I'm going to get out my wonderful macrame twine that I used back in the 70s. I don't know where the end is. Oh my goodness. This is not good because you know what's going to happen when this drops off. I'm going to have a mess. And none of that was it. Oh man. Oh, come on, man. Alrighty. Well, I will be using this for a while, won't I? Okay. So she did it 2 ways. She did where you loop it and pulled it through, or you tied it and pulled it through. So for one, I'm going to try the looping and see if it's going to hold or if it's just going to come undone. You know what? I wonder if you did that and you put a little, why not? You could still get it out easy enough. Comes from the macrame days, I think. So there you have it. And then you just cut off the little extra things and you've got your document all together. So now the next thing you want to do is you want to fold up your pages, any extra kind of stray errant pages. You guys seen this? I hope. Let me clean up this mess a little bit. Okay. So I folded those up, and now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up under here. Ooh, I'm definitely going to need a bone folder for this one. Let me see, what time is it? Hold on. I know you probably saw me. Oh, I hope not. Oh, I hope not. I'm a hot mess. Anyway, I was saying that I had that migraine. So I got up late and did a video, and now I'm doing another video. So I didn't bother with myself at all today. It's a working day, and I wasn't going anywhere. So, oh, look at that. Isn't that adorable? Now, you could decorate this up with a little tag or a little picture. We'll go back and do that in a minute. But let's get some of these together. Let's do that, okay? So we want to, one of the things we want to do is we want to fold this up. I made that too skinny, but that's all right. And yeah, we're just going to center it. I'm struggling a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's just the headache thing. I took my meds and they're working, but they make me loopy. Whew. These migraine meds are pretty strong. Alrighty, so oh, I know one thing I'm going to need. My little pokey tool to get out the little goodie things that drop everywhere. And I have this set, so it'll be the same on all of them. Or set it like about 1/2 inch. I have a regular hole punch, but I was thinking, you know, let's see. Do I like the way this is doing? Well, it's still holding. I like what I did. I'm going to do it again. I love the way these are the big thing about these is how they're closed. This is the way they do real Italian documents, Rachel said. She said she's bought and gotten documents that come like this. And I am tying a little knot in there, but I think I can get out easily just by sticking the pokey tool in there and, you know, wiggling it free, but it should keep it from coming undone. So let me see, are they about the same? Yep, they are. So we're just going to leave them like that. There you have it. It's kind of long though, huh? There we go. Now, then we're going to take and fold these up to the base of our Now, you can put in as many documents as you want, 2, 3, 10. I think I don't know how many I put in here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I did 5 in the big ones, but I'm doing 8 in these. So let's get this to where it's as equal as we can. I don't know. Do you think it's too big a hot mess without everything trimmed down? I don't think so. I think it's kind of cute. I think it's kind of very old world looking, you know, where not everything fit inside, you know. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of aging everywhere. Just kind of make everything look like it belongs. There we go. I'm going to check my time, guys, because I'm nervous. Oh, 45 minutes. I have 15 minutes left. Oh, I have a lot less time than I thought. Okay. All right, maybe I may get through all these, and I don't know if I'll have time to decorate any. Well, let's see. If I was going to decorate, what would I put on there? I have some Tracy labels. I have some Rachel labels. What I was thinking is maybe some of these. I never did get a chance to cut these. Let me see what I have here. I'm just going to look and see. I have different sizes of the labels. I think they come in a couple sizes and styles. Let's see what else have I got. Ooh, here's the really big ones. Oh my goodness. I do need to get time to do these though. I really, really do. I need to make time to get them all cut. We'll just see what we need. I don't have everything, but I grabbed a few, right? It'll work. Now, I'm thinking I might need, that's too big. Too big. But this size is good. I see something I really like. Oh, my thumb is sore from all the work I did yesterday. Oh my goodness. Using my hands all day. Okay. See, you can put that on there. That's very old world looking, don't you think? I think it is. Like that. And then I'm going to do a Rachel trick where you clip your corners. Okie dokie. So let's glue that on. Isn't that pretty? I want to keep it fairly neutral because, you know, you don't know. And then I probably, on these field notes, I want something that's sort of nonsensical. That doesn't, you can't really tell what it is or what it says. Do I have any cut? Hold on, guys. I might have a whole bunch cut. I forgot I'm not even paying attention. Uh-oh. I just dumped something on the floor, but I don't know what I dumped on the floor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Hold on a minute. I am looking for the little envelope of all the things I've already cut. I have an entire envelope of stuff cut. It should be right here with Rachel's stuff. I've got some extra little goodies that I was thinking maybe if that didn't work, I could use that. That that is bizarre. Rachel, what did I do with all your pretty little... Well, that's weird. Oh, yay. Sorry, I'm wasting time. Don't want to be doing that. All right, here, see, I have a whole bunch cut, like I said. I was thinking I could put something like that up at the top. I was thinking something a bit darker, though. Hold on 1 minute. Hold, please. Yeah. All right. Well, this has been so much fun, you guys. I love making these. I'm going to have a great afternoon and probably most of tomorrow making these. And then I will start back in on all of my journals. I'm taking a little journal break and just having a little playing with ephemera break. Oh, is that cute or what? Don't you love that? I do. I'm really happy with that. Seriously happy with that. So darling. And then you have all the goodies. Isn't that fun? Oh, I love stuff like this. It's very tactile. I love things you can handle and feel. And now, one thing, I feel like this paper I use is very thin, so I may go back before I do the rest and reinforce the put something up here at the top. It's kind of late on this one, but I might try. I really might try. Because I feel like, well, the paper I used is linen, and it's very, and also some are linen and some are the parchment paper, and I think it's kind of thin, and so I'm worried it's not going to hold up well. So I'm definitely going to take some papers and before I do these and reinforce this inside. So what I mean is I'm going to do this. You're not going to see this. I just had a whole bunch of these little papers. See, like this. And just glue it on. So when we punch that hole, we're getting some extra... We're never going to see it because it's, you know, closed, hopefully. Make it easy enough to pull off if you wanted to. Don't glue it so tight if you're worried about it. There. That gives it a little more heft. So when we put our hole in there, we tie everything, and then we go to push all that paper under there, it'll stay. But I'm actually thinking, can that come off? Not so easy. All right. I'm actually thinking I might use some washi tape or washi sticky pages or something like that we could put in under there. That would work really well. So just something to think about. I remember the other gals mentioning that they thought they should have done that and that their papers were too thin. It depends on your printer. If I was using my regular printer paper, which is 32 pound, it would have been fine. But because I'm using linen and I'm using that other one, I don't think they're strong enough. So I may go ahead and put a little something right along there just to give me a little heft. So when I tuck this in, it doesn't bend so bad. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I'm really happy with this. I think this would be cute with some numbers right there. I'll have to see about stamping some. So there we go, you guys. That was a lot of fun. I had fun. I don't know about you. I will show you these when you're done. I was also planning to add some tassels to some of them and some wax stamps. So I have some really good ideas for decorating these. So I'll show you those in my next video, what I finished, and we'll go from there, you guys, okay? So I hope you have a fabulous Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Love you guys. Bye-bye.